Hi everyone, I'm Maggie Weldon from maggiescrochet.com, and every once in a while in crochet there are these defining moments, and I really think that this board is one of them. This is so beautiful. I just love this. I've just been walking it around the office, and this is to introduce a series of flower videos that we're doing here on YouTube. And we're going to do videos on every single one of these flowers, and then there's going to be several other flowers also. And most of these were done with worsted weight yarn, and all different brands of yarn were used for this. And I just think it's really beautiful. Look at this. And so it's a great way to use up scraps. And this one flower down at the bottom, let me see, I gotta go this way. The pink one here, I made it big enough so you could actually put like a little votive candle in the middle. And you could use these like to decorate scarves or hats or just anything, placemats, anything. I just love these things. So anyway, well, we're going to take you to a close-up lesson, and Christina is going to show you how to make the flowers. And please, please, please subscribe to our channel and like and share our videos because it really helps us out a lot. Thanks a lot for watching.
Hey everyone, it's Christina from maggiescrochet.com, and today I'm going to show you how to make this giant daisy. This is an easy skill project. It's really fun. You'll need yellow for your center and white for your petals, or you could go non-traditional daisy colors, whatever you prefer. This model was made with worsted weight cotton yarn. And today I'll just be using regular acrylic worsted weight yarn, so you'll see the difference there. But you can work this with any yarn that you like. Just be sure to pick the hook size appropriate for your yarn. So today I'll be using an H hook. If you wanted a smaller daisy, use finer yarn and a finer hook, or you could use a super bulky yarn. Again, just use a hook that's appropriate. All right, let's get started. To begin, take your center color, I'm using yellow, on your hook and chain 2. Now in the second chain from the hook, so that'll be the one nearest your slip knot here, you'll do 8 single crochets. This will be the beginning of your daisy, and just go ahead and work all 8 right in that same chain right there. What's that? That's 3. So like I said, I'm making a traditional daisy today, but I mean Gerber daisies come in so many beautiful colors that you could absolutely make these in any color combination you pleased. All right, I think that's 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right. So then once you've done that, you'll just join your round with a slip knot. So go into that first single crochet you did. Join it up with a slip knot, and you'll notice in the pattern it says loop a piece of yarn around any stitch to mark as the right side. Well, let me tell you what I do instead of that. Here's my tail. I make sure it's on the wrong side, and then obviously whichever side it's not on is my right side. So that's how I'm going to mark which is my back and which is my front. But if you need to get a stitch marker or something like that, by all means go right ahead. For round 2, you'll chain 1, work 2 single crochets in that same first crochet that you joined in, and then we'll work 2 single crochets in each stitch around. So at the end of round 1 we had 8 stitches, and at the end of round 2 we should have 16 single crochet stitches. After you finish round 2, you'll just join together with a slip stitch into the beginning of the round, and then you can finish off. I have left my starting tail again, so I know which is the back, but I went ahead and wove in the other end. So now we're ready to start with the white and start putting the petals on our daisy. So take same hook, get your white on a slip knot on your hook, and then you can join this with a slip stitch into any of these single crochets. Just pick one. We'll go with this one. So we're going to join with a slip stitch. So insert your hook into the single crochet, pull a loop through, and pull that same loop through the first loop on your hook, and now you're joined. From here you'll chain 3, do a triple crochet in the same stitch. So you'll yarn over twice, kind of like a double, only you yarn over an extra time. Insert down into the stitch, pull your loop through. At this point you've got 4 loops on your hook, so you'll yarn over, pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 2 one more time. Then you'll work a picket. Now a picket will vary depending on what pattern you're following. In this case, it is a chain 3, and then slip stitch into the top of the last stitch you made, so into the top of your triple crochet right here. Just slip stitch. Then you'll chain 3 and slip stitch, all still in that same single crochet. All right, so that is 1 daisy petal. In the next single crochet, you're just gonna do a slip stitch. We're kind of skipping this one, but we're gonna do a slip stitch just to kind of keep us anchored. Then in the next one, we'll work another petal. We'll slip stitch, chain 3, triple crochet, so again, yarn over twice, insert into the same stitch, pull a loop through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, through 2, through 2, work our picket, which again is 3 chains, slip stitch right in the top of that triple crochet we just made, chain 3, and slip stitch into the same stitch again. So we'll repeat this around. We should end up with 8 petals, since we're basically working 1 petal in every other stitch. So when I get to the end of round 3, I will come back and show you what it looks like. At the end of round 1, you should look a little something like this. I've now got 8 petals, and I just finished, I did a slip stitch in the last single crochet. Now you do not want to join these rounds. See, I'm not joined here. I'm going to just keep on continuing on from here. For round 4, we're going to work behind the petals. You want to keep the right side facing you, so just kind of take your thumb and fold the petal down, keep it out of your way. So what we'll do here is chain 4, and then slip stitch in the space between the next 2 petals. So that'll be right here where we did our last slip stitch. So just, you can go right on in there and work a little slip stitch. So you have this kind of loop behind the petal. And we're just going to continue doing that all the way around. Chain 4, and then slip stitch it, kind of fasten it down in between the next 2 petals. So when you finish round 4, you should have a little chain 4 loop behind each petal. So when you finish round 4, the front of your work shouldn't really look any different, but on the back now you've got all these wonderful loops that we can work into. So flip back to the front. Again, just take your thumb and kind of fold down that petal, and we're going to be working right into this loop here. So go ahead, slip stitch into the loop, and then we're going to work the same petal that we worked earlier. So start with your chain 3, triple crochet, just go right under that chain 4, so just right into that big old space right there. We'll work our triple, we'll do our picket, which again is our chain 3, and then slip stitch right in the top of the triple, chain 3, and slip stitch down over the same chain 4 space. So we're going to work 2 of these petals into each chain 4 space. So I'll do another one here and continue all the way around, so that on the second kind of back row of petals I'll have 16. At that point I can go ahead, clip my thread, weave in my ends, and I have a beautiful daisy. Now let me show you real quick. Again, this one is made with the worsted weight yarn. Let's see what this is made out of exactly. Well, it doesn't say, but it's probably some sort of acrylic, other synthetic fiber. And this one is the one made out of my cotton yarn. Biggest difference I notice is the regular worsted weight tends to be a little fuzzier than the cotton. So, I mean, you know, other than the fact that they're slightly different colors. but both will make an absolutely beautiful flower. You can make this out of, like I said, any kind of yarn. You can use crochet thread if you wanted a really fine flower. There's some great super bulky yarn that would make a beautiful flower as well. So it's really up to you. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you've got any questions at all, you can certainly leave them down in the comments below. And in the description, you will find a link to the pattern, the materials, everything you will need for this project. Thanks for watching.
And this is the third part, which we're going to do the edging round. So at the end of row 13, so what that is to just go between these two shells and go into that space right there and work a single crochet like that.